Ladies and gentlemen, this is me playing as Ricky Gervais in Grand Theft Auto 4. Look at his face. There you see Katt Williams right there performing, and on the other side, Ricky Gervais in front of the poster of Ricky Gervais performing. I turned the cops off, I think. Well, let's find out. Hello, officer. Are you going to see me at the comedy club, sir? No, I did not turn the police off. I had something happen at a show that hasn't happened in a while. I had an audience member hate me essentially and then walk out on my set. Ricky Gervais went on a rampage the other day, started beating people up on the street outside of the comedy club.
They're not big enough for someone like me. No, they're not. Because if they were, we'd get 12 people on the plane.
Going back to the world of Grand Theft Auto 4, ladies and gentlemen, I got it loaded up. I'm gonna go back to the comedy club. We're gonna go watch another performance right here, just so you can get a look. Right here is the game. I might have to turn the sound effects down just so I can get a better audio read for the podcast. There's that. All right. And now you might be able to tell there's a different character loaded up. This is the Ricky Gervais character model. Let's take a look real quick. I will be playing this week as Ricky Gervais. Last time we did this, I was trying to play as Katt Williams because Katt Williams is in the game. I have modded the game. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 4 on the PC. I'm going to get into it in a minute here. I'll talk comedy before we get there. I just wanted to show you guys. I actually got it working. The only problem is, what makes me upset is there's not a working Katt Williams character model in the game. There is a character model for Katt, and I showed it last episode that I did this. It's broken. Do I even want to show you guys? This is partly what made the last version of this recording bad, was I spent a lot of time in this menu. So I actually did most of the setup beforehand. I learned. But here I am once again, taking a chance. I'm not even going to do it. Forget it. Just trust me. The Katt Williams model is completely broken. I can't find a version of it that works. I would have loved to have role played and just ran around the city as Katt Williams, talking comedy, talking trash. There is the comedy club once again. It's called Split Sides. Grand Theft Auto 4 is the only Grand Theft Auto game with a working, functional comedy club. They recorded Katt Williams and Ricky Gervais as comedians. They did multiple sets each, and you can actually visit it. I can't walk up to it right now because it will activate, and I actually want to show us. Last time we went and saw Katt Williams at the club, so I made it so that next time we go in there, it'll be Ricky Gervais. Which is kind of funny and weird because I'm playing as him, going to see him at the club. Here's the side entrance for the club, which does not load in the performance, so we can actually walk up to it here. There you see Katt Williams right there performing, and on the other side, this will be really weird, Ricky Gervais in front of the poster of Ricky Gervais performing. And yeah, so we're gonna get into that. I'll pause that for a moment. We'll actually do the show proper. I'm going to do my comedy recap while I drive around and cause a ruckus playing as Ricky Gervais. This is my, again, I'm not really going to do the role play thing. I can't do a British accent. It sucks. My Ricky, hello, bloke. Carl Pilkington, bloke. God's not real, bloke. Wait, let's beat up this guy. Hey, get over here. You just walked in my shop, bruh. Okay. Yeah. Ricky Gervais went on a rampage the other day, started beating people up on the street outside of the comedy club. Hello? Hello, bloke. Are you going to see me perform, mate? Look, that's me on the poster. Where are you going, bro? I told you go see me perform, bro. I'm Ricky Gervais, dog. Didn't you see my performance at the Golden Globes? I called all the comedians and celebrities PDF files, bro. Bloke. Mate. God isn't real. His obnoxious laugh. I'm the last person to make fun of anybody's laugh. So we are going to the comedy club, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to Split Sides here in Grand Theft Auto 4. But before we do, I'm going to drive around the city, talk about my comedy recap for the week, because I did have a bunch of shows. I do want to recap them right here, because that is what this podcast is all about. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, beautiful people. You too can be beautiful people. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the like button, help us fight Mr. Algorithm, because it's, bro, I'm telling you, I care more about the craft than I do about the platforms, but I need the platforms to reach the people. I get it. but the platforms are getting more and more controlling, and they're really like Gestapoing a nigga right now. You know what I mean? So it would really help if you do any one of those things. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, this podcast is my side piece, my companion to my comedy career, where I come here week to week and just run down what I've been up to. Dante as well, like actually mark the progression of what it is to be a comedian on the come up this day and age. It's a completely different game than even when I started 14 years ago. And man, what a blast it is just to be participating in this dream life of mine. I do want to promote, by the way, if you haven't seen the new episode of Black Zeus, the show just dropped. So this is the podcast. I also have the monthly show. It releases in 2 parts on YouTube. It releases as a whole on Patreon at the first Monday of every month. Episode 5 just dropped, featuring Jared Nathan, Blair the Handy, the production team at Disability Privileges. I headlined a show in East End of Toronto called Laughs Without Limits. It was run by the illustrious, the famous Jared Nathan, who is Kill Tony famous. He's done all the arenas now. He's done Madison Square Garden. We got an interview with Jared on the episode. I absolutely love him to death, and I'm so grateful he feels the same way about me. What a great show. Yeah, what a great show. So if you actually want to tag along to comedy shows with me and Dante, go check out Black Zeus' show. Episode 5 just dropped on YouTube. And now we will do the comedy recap. We will go see Ricky Gervais at the comedy club, and we will get on out of here. What, like, should I just run around? I turned the cops off, I think. Well, let's find out. Hello, officer. Are you going to see me at the comedy club, sir? Perhaps? No, I did not turn the police off. They are... What? I definitely turned God mode on. Ricky Gervais is going to be causing a rampage, like just around the comedy club. Hello, bloke. What shows did I do this week? Let's see. Starting with, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday, I was at All Out Comedy, run by my brother Justin Sub Ryan in Toronto. He runs a series of shows called All Out Comedy. If you're in the Toronto area, check those out. They're monthly series of shows. Absolute fire lineups. I was supposed to headline this one. I was supposed to go last. And yo, this is why I don't like producing live shows, because there's just so much extra stress and variables involved. As a performer, I just want to get to my show and know when I'm up on stage, know when I have to perform, go perform, and then, you know, if I want to hang out, I hang out. If I want to dip, I dip. But when you're producing, you're wearing all the hats, bro. And it's not even just about the night. Like, it's about the promotion, it's about the posters, it's about the marketing, it's about the lineup of comics. You know how awful it is to manage artists? Holy. And I watched it go down real time. Justin, I was somehow early. I was like really early. This was an out of town show, but I made it really early. And nobody else was there. None of the comics were there. And the show had to start because the audience was there. And you only get the room for so long. So we're starting the show. And Justin's just like cool, calm, collected, but you can see he's got the production hat on. He's like calling audibles, seeing what other comics are in the area, because chances are he'll have to call one of them up on stage, and that did happen. As I was saying, I was supposed to go last. I ended up going like second or third. I have written so much new material as of late. Bro, this is complete menace to society bullshit. This is me playing as Ricky Gervais, running around, talking comedy, just shooting randos. Look at the, like, hey, police coming straight from the underground. Ricky Gervais got it bad because I'm brown. By the way, I can also do this first person mode. We can completely cause a ruckus here. I have written so much material. I'm so happy about the place I'm in comedy. Like, I really couldn't even have dreamt about this before I started. Like, the way I have reverence and love and passion for the craft and art form that is comedy. Can I shoot off the bike? Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Ricky Gervais running around Liberty City, calling people the N-word and just shooting and causing a ruckus. Yeah, nigga. Grand Theft Auto is the craziest game, bro. This is pure murder sim. Like, this creates incels 100%. Like, look at what this is. Thank God I'm a comedian and I get it out in a funny way. Cause like this would be footage that someone would pull up at a court case like years from now. Anyways, I was saying I've been writing a lot, and I'm just getting sidetracked constantly. Is there a jump that I could take? Let me find a jump here. Come on, nigga. You. Oh, all right. This is rough. This is how the first recording I did turned out so bad. I got sidetracked by just playing this horse. It gets really fun, especially since I modded this game. It's not supposed to look this good. It's not supposed to run this good. And I have completely, like, I'm not even supposed to be playing Ricky Gervais. You think he wants me to be shooting people with his likeness? Hell no. Running around like the Terminator. I'll be back. How did you get up after that? Hello, bloke. God isn't real, mate. Watch my show, The Ricky Gervais Show with Carl Pilkington on HBO. Bam. How are they getting up? No, stay down. Stay down. Give me that money. How do you think that? How are you getting up? Stay down. All right, gonna have to use the bat. Are there cops shooting me? I swear I'm getting shot at. Ricky Gervais causing a rampage. Look how fun this game is in first person. It's nuts. Yeah, anyways, keep getting sidetracked. So I've been pretty much working all my new material. I'm trying to get to an album again. Ew, this is crazy. No, get off the bike. No, don't succumb to this. No! No! Who's the cop that arrested me? I knew I should have turned the police off. Now we're gonna drive back to the comedy club, and then we'll call it. We'll go see Ricky Gervais at the club. Look at Ricky Gervais breaking into a cop car, hot wiring it. Like, this is the view you're supposed to have. Anyways, yeah, I like the show went great. I had a great set. I ran like a 12-minute set, and mostly new material. And that's pretty much all out comedy. The one show I do definitely want to talk about, and I'll save the rest of the shows to talk about with Dante when we're doing comedy recap on next week's episode. But I had something happen at a show that hasn't happened in a while, like since I was new type deal, or at least since I was bad. I had an audience member like hate me essentially and then walk out on my set. Wow. Creme de la creme, especially for who I am as a person, and like I'm just so positive and upbeat and all that stuff. To have a person grow to hate me in the span of like 5 minutes. So I did a crowd work show. It was an all crowd work show in Toronto at the Real Jerk. And when you go to a crowd work show, I would imagine you're anticipating like, bro, the comics are going to talk to me. I'm going to be a part of the show. That's what the whole vibe and atmosphere is that I'm getting myself into. But for whatever reason, bro, and let me preface this. I headlined this show. The last spot you want to be in as a comedian on the lineup of a crowd work show is the last spot. Because by then, everybody in the crowd has been talked to. Everything that's been said about anybody, like their appearance-wise, is that your spouse, your girlfriend, your friend, whatever? What do you do for work? Do you live in the city? Anybody here from out of town? Birthdays, this and that. All those questions have been answered. And so you're just treading, you're just retreading on old shit. You know what I mean? So it's very difficult. And I made a point to actually run with the vibe, with the essence of what the show is. I did not prep any material. Obviously, I know my jokes. And we were told, is like, hey, don't feel like you have to do 100% crowd work. You can tell jokes. But, nigga, like, if we're gonna, like, when in Rome type deal, you know what I mean? If we're gonna go all the way, go all the way. And I want to challenge myself specifically because there's certain aspects about comedy where I just know it's not my lane. Like roast battles. I suck at roast battles. I have no interest in participating in them. I don't even really find them funny, to be honest. It's just a bunch of random people that don't know or like each other making fun of each other. It can be really good when the people know and love each other. That's when it's the best. But don't ask me to come and roast somebody that I don't even fucking know, nigga. Like, it's not gonna work out. So I've done some roast shows to know that I'm not doing anymore. I had to do a crowd work show to know if it's something into. I love crowd work. I'm very good at riffing. I'm very comfortable with it, but I do it when I'm weaving in and out of my jokes. I don't take myself up on stage just to talk to the crowd. That's not what I want to do. That's like, come on. But I challenged myself here. What I didn't recognize in this challenge is the headline spot. Whoo, like, and it was, bro, the show started an hour late. Oh my God, leave it to black people. So I get up on stage, already not having prepped any material on purpose, now having sat through the majority of the show and heard what most people have been talking to the audience about. And most people, like the audience is with it, but at this point now, they're pretty much bowing out. We've been here for a while. The show is wrapping up. I'm the last guy. They've already been talked to. They've ate now. They're mostly drunk and they're looking to, it's like, what's the time? Let's get out of here. But they were still good for me. Like I still had a good set, but enough to know that I don't want to do that often. It wasn't like roast battles. Like it wasn't like that. I didn't bomb at it. But what did happen, like I said, is I pissed off an audience member, and it was just pure miscommunication. It was pure miscommunication. Let's cause a ruckus here in front of the comedy club one more time, and then we'll go inside. Just damn, bro, this game really does look nice. Like this game really looks nice, and it doesn't look like it's not supposed to. I made it look like modern Grand Theft Auto 5, and this game came out in like 2008, bro. Ricky Gervais, who are we gonna shoot today, sir? Oh, officer. All right. All right. This is pure Grand Theft Auto vibes. This is dumb. Does Ricky Gervais know I'm doing this with his face and likeness? Well, it's in a video game, Ricky, and you put yourself in it. So, da. I said something about I mentioned because I grew up in a town in Ontario, Canada called London. Very racist town in the 90s, which is when I grew up there. And I had heard that there were some people in the crowd from London. So when I got up there, like a minute or two into my set, I'm like, who said they were from London again? And I can't remember exactly because it was like days and days ago now. But just in that conversation and in figuring out we're both from London, she just thought, the audience member, she just thought I was like talking down to her or something. She's like, she's getting frustrated with me. And then she's like, but you asked me. And then eventually she walked out and left. And it just warmed my heart. I haven't done that in so long, like since I was really bad. And this lady definitely just thinks I'm really bad now, which is my favorite thing. I absolutely love comedy. But that's going to wrap up the comedy recap. I'll get into it with more detail when Dante's back. This is like a 45 minute episode by the time we get done here. Let me turn off the cops so we can go into Never Wanted on. Let me change the time of day so you can actually see what's going on here. Weather, I'll change the weather to not raining. Like extra sunny, how about that? Okay. Also, I just realized what's happening. It's after 9 o'clock. I'm like, why did the screen get so dim? It's my screen protector. It wants my eyes to be healthy, but it doesn't know that I'm late today. So I'm recording after 9 p.m. There we go. We'll get back here. Now we are going to go to the comedy club. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me playing as Ricky Gervais in Grand Theft Auto 4. Look at his face. That does look like Ricky, can't lie. They even got his little fat pudgy body. We are walking up to Split Sides, the comedy club in Grand Theft Auto 4. We have already watched Katt Williams' performance. There are multiple performances from each comedian. There you see Katt Williams. There you see Ricky Gervais. I here am Ricky Gervais. Bam. This would be a nice thumbnail right here. Now let's go into the club and watch this performance and get out of here.
And now, Mr. Ricky Gervais.
Oh, thank you. Wow, thank you very much. What a lovely welcome.
I gotta turn the volume up.
As you know, I do a lot of charity work. But in all honesty, I think that some causes are more worthy than others. Obviously, cancer is a very worthy cause. AIDS is a very worthy cause. But I got asked to do a benefit gig recently for sufferers of
It's Ricky sitting in the audience watching Ricky.
obesity. I said, you mean fat people? She went, no, because well, she actually went, no, because she was eating. So she went, obesity is disease.
Obesity is disease.
No, it's not, is it? No, it's not. You just like eating, don't you?
Oh, I'm so fucking ill. Oh, I am well ill. I went, what's the disease? She went, everything tastes good. Everything. Not salads.
Not salads.
Leprosy is a disease. Can you imagine Jesus in the temple?
I love those cuts when it goes to Ricky in the audience.
Flesh is falling off. And he goes, I can't stop now. There's a fat woman over there on her third pie. Saw a documentary about a woman who was 350 pounds because she ate 10 pie and chips a day. That'll do it. 10 pie and chips a day. 10 separate meals. 10 separate trips to the chip shop. In a cab. Didn't even walk that. Wasted calories.
Ricky Gervais, like British humor really is like.
To try and stop her eating. 10 pie and chips a day. Pie smoothies. Now she's not even chewing. That used up 10 calories. They took her to hospital to give her that operation where they staple your stomach together. And she was sitting there in hospital, looking all depressed. Well, you can't eat for an hour before an operation, can you? And she went, it's a dangerous operation, but it's the only option left. Huh? Huh. One, jogging. Oh, you don't even walk. Salads? You don't like salads? Okay. 9 pie and chips a day? That's a start, isn't it?
That's a start.
They make excuses, don't they, fat people? They say things like, it's glandular. It's not glandular, it's greed.
I love that he's saying this as a pudgy fat guy.
Yeah, big bones covered in meat and gravy. Unbelievable. Always complain. Oh, aeroplane seats. They're not big enough for someone like me. No, they're not. Because if they were, we'd get 12 fucking people on the plane. It's not fair. It is fair. You ate too much.
This is classic material from him too.
Aeroplanes, why is it that I get the same luggage allowance as a guy who's 400 pounds? We're both allowed 32 kilograms on the plane. I want to go, no, he used up his 32 kilograms on his tits. Thanks very much.
You know what? That was better than I remember it. I don't remember liking the Ricky Gervais ones as much, but I think they were like, at that point in my life too, I definitely was watching Ricky Gervais comedy. I was watching the podcast and I was watching his stand-up, and that was fun. That was really fun. We'll probably do these again because there's multiple performances from each guy. So every time Dante's not here, we'll just keep coming back to the club. I'll try and find Katt. Ricky Gervais just grabbed his nuts.
Black Zeus the Podcast Season 6, featuring Black Zeus and Dante, aka Black Zeus on YouTube, Patreon, and